Alright guys, what is going on? Today's video, I'm going to talk about, is it actually worth modifying your 5.7 Hemi? And I have one very good reason for that. And I know I'm pointing to my Dodge Ram. I also have a 2020 Dodge Charger RT. They're both 5.7 Hemis. One is bone stock, and that is the Charger. That is my daily driver. And the other one is extremely highly modified. So I have a very good answer for my video already. But also, guys, Whipple Ram. These are also in hoodies too. I got these. I also have Dodge Charger t-shirts that I made up. I also have masks. I have Cam's Ram hoodies, t-shirts, all types of merchandise. Help support the channel. We're doing big things on the channel to get this thing right here a little bit faster, or a lot faster. But I'm going to start up this car right here, the 5.7, show you the difference between starting up the Ram right there. I can't really see it. I got it backed up this way because that's how I leave for work, because drive right out the driveway. So first, we're gonna get a cold start in the Charger, then I'm gonna get you a cold start in the Ram so you can hear the difference. And it may surprise you, but this thing actually sounds pretty good for being stock. So let's get a cold start on that. All right, guys, here is a good old cold start in the bone stock 2020 Dodge Charger RT. I hope one of you can hear this on video, but this thing, bone stock, sounds very, very good. Very good. Now, what I want to do, while this is started, I'm going to do a cold start onto the Ram. So let's do that. Let's get a cold start on the Ram. I can't double click it, guys. Sorry about that. It does not have remote start to it like this one does. So what we're going to do is we'll put a little stand up, pop, so you can hear it that way. So yeah, just give me 1 minute and we'll get a cold start in the Ram. Alright, well, both vehicles are running. You can't even hear that over this. I'm going to go over all the mods I got done to this thing. And the reason I am saying, you know, I'm doing this video with the Charger and the thumbnail and stuff is because I have a 5.7, so I know what it takes to make these fast. So let's turn this one off. And as you can hear, this Ram, the Ram is cammed and everything else. We'll go over very much how good a mod. So we're actually going to go for a drive in the Charger though. We're going to go for a drive in the Charger, and we're going to talk about the 5.7 and how good they respond to mods, because they respond to mods actually better than the 6.4. So let's go for a drive. All right, guys. So we are in my 2020 Dodge Charger 5.7 Hemi, and as of right now, yes, this is a bone stock car. Now, as you saw from my Ram is fully modified, and I'm not going to, I'm not going to go by what it ran with a Whipple supercharger. And this could be with any 5.7, because the 5.7's the same exact motor throughout the cars and the truck. The only difference is the air intake is on the opposite side, and it's a different air intake. The Ram's actually flows better than the car's 5.7 air intake. So that is that's one of the only things different. But when you fully do up a 5.7 Hemi, they run. I'm talking heads, cam, full bolt-ons. They are going to be very, very close to running what a 6.4 can. Yes, the 6.4 will be faster. A fully modified cammed head, all that stuff, is going to be faster than the 5.7 Hemi. That's obvious. A bigger motor, more cubic inch, more power. But mod for mod, the 5.7 will gain you more for each mod. Like, say, long tubes, you're going to get more out of the 5.7 than you will out of the 6.4. Doing an intake, you're going to get more out of an intake manifold out of the 5.7. Like if you put the 392 intake on the 5.7, you gain a good amount because it already comes with it. Now, if you go bigger to like the Edelbrock Victor 2 on the 6.4s or something like that, you know, they're better for boosting bigger cubic inches. Like say like a 426, you want to stroke it and stuff. That's, you know, that's good. So, but like say you put a cam in either one, 5.7 and a 6.4, you're going to get more power from the cam than you will from the 5.7 than you will on the 6.4. The 6.4 is just going to be bigger and it's more powerful no matter what. You know what I mean? But you're going to gain more horsepower for little mods out of the 5.7. It's just, they respond to mods very, very well. Also, like, you know, a tune. You gain a lot from a tune out of a 5.7. And I've gained, oh my God, wheel horsepower just for being NA 150 plus, I'll say. I think the Ram's dyno at around like 300 to like 320 stock, depending if it's like an 8-speed, weather, this and that, wheels, tires are on. Like a bone stock Ram with an 8-speed, dyno's around like 305, 310 something. Some of them dynoed more. And full bolt-on cam, ported heads, fully to the max, you're pushing up in the mid to high fours. Maybe, I don't know if you're going to be touching the 500, so that's a lot of power to gain from them mods. Now, the 6.4s, from what I've noticed, even with a lot of like mods, they're not gaining nowhere near 200 wheel. They start, you know, we'll start, say, like I'm talking about the 392 SRTs. They start at like 430 to 450. Cam, tune, heads, they're really running mid to low 500 wheel. It's not really that substantial of a gain compared to the 5.7s, you know. But you know, I know some of them are in like the 550s, but you know, that's 100 wheel horsepower gain, say, compared to the 5.7, which is like 150 to you can get up to 200 probably on some applications. So the 5.7 mod for mod, yeah, is a great platform. Great platform. Yeah, if you're not really into modding, you just want to keep the car stock, yeah, there's no doubt in anyone's mind that the 6.4 is the way to go. Absolutely. And if you got the, I think I was close, if you got the money to do a Hellcat, obviously, then you got a 6.2 and a supercharger. Can't go wrong. Because my Ram, just mod just kept dropping time like crazy, from a 14.9 bone stock in the heat, you know, full weight and everything. Tune alone got me in the 14.2. This is in the same weather. And then I did like a throttle body, intake, exhaust, just them things with a tune got me in the 13.8. A little bit of weight reduction, 13.7s. It just started dropping and dropping and dropping time. I got into the 12s with just bolt-ons and my 4-door, 4-wheel drive Ram, you know what I mean, weighing over 5,000 pounds. With me in it, I'm a big guy, 270-ish. Yeah, it starts dropping. The times start coming off fast. And then we got it down with a bigger cam, stall converter, and then it starts, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, the modifications are there easily for the 5.7, so it's definitely worth modifying your 5.7. I've really considered modding this, but considering it's my daily driver, I like having a warranty. God forbid if anything happens to the car, if I'm out and, you know, something malfunctions, whatever, take it to the dealership, warranty, and they give me a loaner car if they need to keep it or whatever. That's the one thing I like about having a warranty and stuff like that. Plus, this is leased. Have I thought about maybe buying it out at the end of the lease when the warranty's maybe up, and I could become almost, have a cheaper payment plan, whatever you want to say, and I'll own the car instead of leasing it? Yeah, I've considered it. Definitely have considered it. But for right now, I just want to do visual mods to it. You know what I mean? Tint the windows. I'll eventually throw some new wheels and tires on it. Right now, my whole goal of like modifying is staying to the Ram, building the motor, because it's Whipple supercharged. It runs 11.5 on the quarter mile, and on the stock motor, stock pulley, 8 pounds of boost, and it's an absolute animal. That my 5.7 Ram is, running times with Trackhawks and vehicles of that nature. I've even ran down some Hellcats too. So yeah, guys, that's my opinion on modifying the 5.7. Definitely worth it. So if you have a 5.7, your buddy's got 6.4s, you can keep up with them. It's going to take it's going to take some modifications and stuff like that, but it can be done. It's definitely worth modifying. 6.4 definitely worth modifying. All the Hemis are. You're just going to gain more out of the 5.7 per mod than you would out of a 6.4. And there you go, guys. So that's my opinion on it. I hope you liked the video. Hit that subscribe, like, comment, man. Do what you got to do. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.